Hello, Flagstaff Arts Council supporter. Last week, we sent out a letter and a flyer to our current membership and members up for renewal, as well as anyone that has purchased tickets to Viola Awards or an event at Coconino Center for the Arts over the past year or so. This video expands on the content of that letter, so whether you have received this letter or not, you should find this video informative. Over the past couple of months, we've mentioned our new mission in emails and on social media, but we didn't really get to dive into what it means and why our board of directors chose the direction that they did. Click the link included with this video to learn more. We had planned to spend the past 2 months sharing about our new mission, vision, and priorities. Instead, we've been putting them into action to support art, science, and culture in our community. The current pandemic is rocking everyone's world, and it has hit the Arts Council particularly hard. We operate the Coconino Center for the Arts, and from when the pandemic began in early March through this month, we estimate more than $70,000 in shortfall from our budget. Like many of our nonprofit peers, we don't have a well-established reserve, something we're looking forward to building this year. Something we were looking forward to building this year, and helping other science and culture stakeholders do as well. If you are able, I hope you will consider joining or renewing your membership or making a tax-deductible contribution to Flagstaff Arts Council today. The losses are only going to grow for the entire creative economy, and we need your help. Using our new mission, which is to foster creative opportunity, as a guide, the Flagstaff Arts Council is expanding its support of the creative sector during this crisis. While Coconino Center for the Arts is closed, our staff has pivoted to focus on projects and programs that support our partners and prepare for reopening and recovery. We aren't going to lie, without strong stimulus and philanthropy, the outlook for arts, education, entertainment, and culture around the world is grim. Thus, we are doing everything we can to help, and we can't do it without community support. As mentioned previously, the Arts Council advocated for the City of Flagstaff to allocate additional resources from the Art and Science Fund. With those funds and another $20,000 that we raised from donations from people like you, has allowed us to distribute up to $100,000 to nonprofits by the end of this month. Thank you to everyone that donated. So far, we've already distributed $19,000 in the initial round to 15 local nonprofits. Beginning in March, we began hosting weekly calls to all leaders in Flagstaff's arts, science, and culture community. Over 20 leaders a week have been brainstorming on how to be responsive to the community's needs during this challenging time. As a result of these conversations, we've seen creative ideas emerge, like outdoor performances, digital collaborations, sharing live streaming equipment, and more. We expect to continue providing regular networking opportunities for our nonprofits, artists, and businesses moving forward. These examples address what we're calling resiliency in our strategic framework. Resiliency was a need before, and it is even more important now. This pandemic is challenging all of us to think differently on how to foster a vibrant, creative community. I look forward to sharing more with you about how Flagstaff Arts Council will support resiliency. I hope, if you can, please consider donating to support our resiliency initiatives. Moving forward, we are placing greater emphasis on outreach and creative placemaking. Pledged funding will allow us to work with an expert marketing agency to develop a digital-first outreach and marketing plan that would allow us to be nimble in a time of social distancing, as well as to provide a framework for the entire sector to be marketed. And our team is currently hard at work reimagining the First Friday Art Walk, including a new website, visual branding, and format. Our partners at the Downtown Business Alliance are helping us think through enhancements of that event and how we may be able to relaunch it in July while supporting appropriate social distancing. These two projects are hopefully the tip of the iceberg for expanded programming that improves cultural equity, outreach, and awareness, while also strengthening our identity as a creative community. If you can, please consider donating in support of our outreach and creative placemaking initiatives. We are working around the clock to identify stimulus that not only supports our work, but the work of the entire creative sector. The fact of the matter is, resources are scarce. For example, only 2 nonprofits in Flagstaff meet the eligibility criteria for CARES Act funding from the National Endowment for the Arts. Even still, internal projections suggest that only 20% of NEA funding requests will be awarded. Arizona Commission on the Arts, the state's arts agency, is projecting severe budget shortfalls next fiscal year, which will greatly impact its grants programs. And the CARES Act funding it received will only result in small grants to just 65 organizations statewide. Combine that with severe reductions in ticket sales, admissions, and other earned revenues, arts and culture nonprofits and the artists and creative professionals that support them have little recourse. I hope you like the new direction for the Flagstaff Arts Council and our emphasis on creative opportunity. I hope you found some of what I shared informative, and I look forward to providing more information over the coming weeks as we continue to refine our plan to support a vibrant creative community even during these challenging times. Please consider donating or purchasing a membership today to help us stem the tide and expand our services to the creative community. If you have any questions about our ongoing crisis response, please feel free to email me or call me using the contact information included with this video. Thank you.